teenage muscle building, answering your foremost common questions. So there's so much information out there today, guys, on building muscle and gaining strength. And in fact, there's too much information. So many wannabe gurus out here who are not about this life, who haven't paid their dues, who haven't really actualized these goals into reality. So if they're not looking the way you want to look, you probably don't even want to listen to this person. Let me say that first of all. Now, besides that, I get all these emails asking the same questions over and over again. And the truth of the matter is, you guys just need to get focused and stick with the plan. See it through. Stop being distracted by, whatever someone else did on the internet, what your parents want you to do. What do you want to do? Focus on it and stick with it. Don't always find some excuse so you can actually follow through and do what you said you're going to do. Do it. Now, beyond that, guys, if you really don't know the answer to these questions, I'm going to break them down for you each one at a time. And the first question I get is, what supplements should I take? And, I hate that this is the most common question that people ask. Like there's some magic pill or some magic bullet out there. It's just not the case, guys. You have to know your basics, get your training dialed in, get your nutrition dialed in, and then you can buy some basic supplements: isolate whey protein, creatine, glutamine, aminos, multivitamin, fish oils. Bam, 6 supplements. Don't waste your money on the rest of the crap. Buy the basics and get the quality stuff. I'm sponsored by Dymatize. I have been for about 5 years now. We're top in the nation. So try Dymatize. All those subs, they're legit. They'll take care of you. Now, next question here is, what exercises should I do? And there's infinite combinations out there. I love getting creative. I love manipulating the body. I love time under tension, rest, pause, drop sets, all these intensity techniques. But stick on the basics. So many teens are trying to think that they're some advanced pro bodybuilder doing all these advanced movements, but they're not even mastering the basics. They're not even improving on bench, squat, and deadlift. So do some heavy-ass, old-school weightlifting. Look at Schwarzenegger. Look at Columbo. Look at Zane. Look at all these old-school guys. They were doing the basic movements and doing them well. Now, don't get caught up into pattern overload and just doing these moves obsessively. Make sure you're integrating other work in your program as auxiliary and accessory movements to these main compound lifts. Now, for nutrition, how much should I eat? And, a general guideline here, guys, is take your body weight, times it by 20, and get a rough calorie intake. You're 150 pounds, eat 3,000 calories. So, there's a lot of wiggle room here. Everyone's body is different. What types of nutrients you're going to need are different, but you got to eat, and you got to eat big to grow, guys. You got to force the food down the hatch. I remember dry heaving, eating just sandwiches and just pasta dishes and whatever I could eat to grow. So eat your favorite foods, eat foods you like, but also make sure you're getting in the right amount of protein. It's going to be the baseline. It's going to be the building blocks for your entire muscle building program. So what food should we eat even further? Obviously you want to get fatty meats here, guys. Red meat, dark poultry meat, pork, whole eggs. Buy these high-fat, high-protein meats. They're going to boost your testosterone and make your body more anabolic every time you consume them. Now, carbs, are they some evil nutrient that's going to make everybody fat? If you're a skinny guy, you're trying to get big, don't even worry about that. Just eat. But that being said, try to get used to adding more sweet potatoes in. Baking 10 sweet potatoes at a time for an hour and 20 minutes at 420, and making these into a huge thing of mashed potatoes, or baking tons of baked potatoes, or huge servings of brown rice with chicken. Get used to cooking in bulk and prepping up massive amounts of food if you actually want to eat like a pro bodybuilder, because these guys are eating big. And, last but not least, guys, just know it's going to be a slow and steady process. Don't get caught up in too much hype or what everyone else is doing. Stick to what you're doing. Quantifiable progressions, track your nutrient intake, track your strength gains, write it down, see yourself grow, and see the improvement you want to see.